What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Chance's Garage, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I got some bad news for some of you, but I sold the Subaru. Subaru's gone. We actually didn't sell it. I traded it for a different vehicle, which will be showcased later in this video here. So why did I sell the Subaru? Or why did I rather trade the Subaru? Well, one of the reasons was I just wasn't having fun with it anymore. If you know me from my younger years personally, you know I am a giant Mitsubishi fan. So for me, Mitsubishi, Subaru is just like Ohio State, Michigan, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, just complete rivals. I was able to get that Subaru though so cheap. I paid 800 bucks for it and saved it from the scrapyard. It definitely didn't need to go to the scrapyard. After I got it, I realized the only issues was the clutch and the brakes. So being able to buy that car, restore the car, fix the car, put a little bit of flavor, my flavor into it, and enjoy the car was actually really fun. It taught me a lot. I spent a lot of money on it, but in the end, it just wasn't something that I was really passionate about. Met a lot of cool people in the Subaru community. I still to this day don't believe that there's any other community better than the Subaru community. That is for sure. So shout out to all my Subaru guys, especially Flat 4 Society. Love you guys. You guys will always be family to me, whether I drive a Subaru or not. It went on to greener, better pastures. A couple guys that I've met that are really cool and seem like they really enjoy the Subaru community. So happy to see what they do with that car. We'll stay in touch. We actually exchange Facebooks and Instagrams, so he'll be able to document what I'm doing with his car. He'll be able to document. He'll be able to document, show me what he's continuing to do with Subaru. So I'm excited for that. He's actually going to bring one of his cars, I don't know which one, to my car show that I am hosting in October. So happy to see that and meet up and chill with them. We have a new car on the channel, new car that we're building. The only difference with that new car is it is going to be a daily driver build. It's not going to be some crazy high horsepower build. We are obviously going to add some horsepower to it, add some performance mods, but a lot of the build to this one is going to be more aesthetics, creature comforts, what I would like to see in a daily driver. So I'm going to flip this camera around and I'm going to introduce you to my, drumroll please, 2002 Mitsubishi Eclipse GS. You're probably asking yourself now, why did I go with one of the most hated generations of the Eclipse? Everybody knows the first and second generations are the best. Why get the crappy third gen? Well, I'll tell you why I got the third gen. The third gen is great for customizations and modification. And now you're probably thinking, how is that? There's no aftermarket support. And that, my friends, is where you are wrong. The reason I went with the base model 2.4 liter single overhead cam 4-cylinder is because it uses the same block that the 4G63 uses. It's actually the same block that it comes on the Evo 8s and 9s. I think the 7s as well, but those didn't come to America, so I don't really know. The only difference is it has a bigger displacement going from a 2.4 liter to a 2 liter, single overheaded cam, and it is not boosted. But what you can do is swap heads with an Evo 8, boost it, and then you have a 3 to 315 horsepower boosted dual overhead cam, front wheel drive, two-door coupe Evo. The other reason I went with it is because it shares the same catback and almost the same suspension parts as a second generation GST. And as you guys know, I already have a second generation GST at home. So this way I can swap it, interchange parts, and what might be bad on the GST may make this car an even better car to drive. Now, I didn't buy this one to be a power monster, a track hog, anything like that. This is going to be a daily driver, cruising car, something I can take to meets, not necessarily shows, have a good time, and actually show off what these cars are actually capable of. And like a lot of cars in the early 2000s, the older I get and the older these cars get, the more they grow on me and the more I actually like them. I think this is a sexy body style, even though back in 2002 I thought they were terrible. Editor Chance here. When I was going through my footage, I realized that I did a lot of recording with no mic, so you had no audio. So we're going to use this as the audio. But now that you know what the new car is and why the Subaru is gone, let's go check out the car and see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So one of the first things we're going to have to do is replace this steering wheel. As you can see, so it definitely needs replaced. It is on a quick release, and what I found is it's actually the hub here that's loose. And looking at the bolts, some of them have been stripped out. So it might be that they're not fastened down good enough. So my plan is to take the steering wheel, the quick release, and the hub off of the 2G that I got and putting it on here because they are interchangeable. Another issue is it has a lot of these surface rust paint chips out of it. Some there, some down here. Come over here. Nice one right there with a dent. But all in all, it actually has a pretty good paint job on it. Just a couple dents here and there and that surface rust that needs to be touched up. But other than that, it's actually got a pretty good paint. So we're going to touch that up and make sure that it looks pretty damn good. Third issue are these right here. So these are not the $100 name brand hood pins. These are the Amazon hood pins and they are broken. So at this time, I cannot open the hood without a screwdriver. So the guy I got the car off of gave me a new set of these to put on, but they're just the same Amazon replacements. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spend the money and get the name brand ones. Hopefully they won't continue to break on them. He said that these are like the second set or third set he put on. So I mean, I don't want to keep fighting with it. So we'll go ahead and put the name brands on. Hopefully that will fix that issue. It does have some 6-spoke rep wheels on them, which to me, the rep part doesn't bother me too bad. It gets me there. It does have some curb rash on it. I haven't decided if I'm going to change them yet or just fix the curb rash. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What should I do? Should we put new rims on it or should we just fix those up? Come over here. There is a hairline crack in the passenger side mirror, but previous owner did give me a new mirror to put on. So I do have that to put on there. That's sitting at the house right now. So we'll get that put on. Again, let me know in the comments. Should we keep this black or should we paint color match this to be blue with the car? I'm almost thinking these would look cool if they were blue like the car, but you let me know. One thing I can't show you, I can show you a little bit here, is the dashboard is completely destroyed. And if you're a 3G Eclipse owner, then you know that that is just something that happens. The whole dashboard has disintegrated, so I'm not going to pay the thousands of dollars to get a new dashboard and have it do the same thing. I'm just going to get one of those dashboard covers to go over it and just cover it up so that it doesn't look bad. Kind of an out of sight, out of mind type deal. Maybe eventually, if I get adventurous, I'll replace everything so that I have a fresh dash. But again, it's going to crack anyway, so I do it. Some of the good is it does have aftermarket turn signals and aftermarket headlight housings, and those have all been LED swapped. The backs are done as well, so those have gotten upgraded housings and switched to LEDs. So third brake light has been cleared, so you have the smoke clear on there. So a lot of good stuff there. As for the exhaust, it is running a 2.5-inch Borla exhaust, so that's pretty nice. And like I said earlier, that catback will work with the boosted application. I just need to get a custom-made downpipe to fit up to it. So at least we have the 2.5-inch Borla. I don't need to go full 3 inches because we're not boosting it to the moon. The car did come with a set of racing seats, but these things have seen better days. These were actually put in before the previous owner had it. So right now, the issue that I am running with is I've already switched that out to the leather OEM version, but I'm still running this one. And the issue is, this is the freaking passenger seat, not even the driver's seat. So I can't seat belt. The reason being is the driver's seat was completely broken. The back wouldn't stay up. He had a 2x4 kind of wedging it to sit in place. And he did that so that he would be able to continuously buckle up and be safe. I couldn't do that, so I have the passenger seat in. I actually have the driver's seat of the OEM version. The issue is it is a power seat, and this car did not come with power seats. So I have to put in a manual seat in here. So if anybody that's a 3G owner knows how I can just get battery to that power seat so so I can move it back and forth to at least get it bolted in, please give it to me in the comments, because I would love to get that seat in here and just set it and forget it so that I can be safe and buckle up. As for the trunk, it didn't come with the privacy cover. It's all open and exposed. And it did come with an amplifier. That amplifier is good to about 250 RMS, so it is small. But what I really like about that is I can swap the amp and the sub that's in my 2G over, and I don't have to worry about running the wires because the wires are already ran. So that's going to be in there. I'm thinking about even doing a custom sub box in here and putting a nice little system in here, since we're not really worried about speed, we're more worried about show. So let me know, should I do that? Custom floor, custom subs, custom amp rack with LEDs? Let me know in the comments. Also has LEDs, some worn out LEDs I should say, in here. So at night the whole back glows. It does have underglows up there as well. I don't know if I can get those in there. There you go, you can see it right there. So it does have underglows all over in the interior. And then it also has some underbody LEDs too. So that's a plus as well. One of the biggest pluses is that it runs and drives. Like, I've been driving this thing for about a week now, back and forth to work. I drive about 80 miles a day, and this thing has been amazing on gas. Started right up for me, so I have no issues with it. Another thing that it has, but I can't show you, is it does have an AEM cold air intake, and it has a DC Sports header on it right now. So it doesn't sound too bad, but like I said, I'm going to go boosted, so it's going to end up going with an Evo 8 head, Evo 8 turbo manifold, stock 16G Evo turbo to the boiler exhaust, and it'll sound pretty good. It'll perform pretty well. Be a nice little sleeper build. One of my favorite things about it though is that, one, it runs and drives. Two, I can put in the cheap gas. And three, it's been reliable. I've been driving it back and forth to work for about a week or two now, and I drive about 80 miles a day, 5 to 6 days a week, and I can get a full tank, last me a week. So I'll take that. In the Subaru, when I was driving that 80 miles a day with all the parts, all the tune on it, I was lucky to get 3 to 4 days out of it. And then having to put 93 in it on top of that, with gas like $6 a gallon, like, I will take the $48 it takes to fill this up versus the 70 I was paying, and I'm getting 2 extra days in gas. That right there is a win for me as well. Well guys, this was my 2002 Eclipse walkthrough. Moving forward, there's going to be a lot of work on it. It's not going to be a lot of big projects, just because, like I said, this is my daily driver. So it's going to be a nice little daily driver build. But if you were here for my Subaru content, I am so sorry the Subaru's gone. Hopefully you stick around and see what kind of magic I can do on the 3G. If not, I understand completely. But if you like this video, if you're interested in the Mitsubishi Eclipses, especially in reviving and revitalizing a 3G, please go ahead and give me that thumbs up and subscribe. Leave down in the comment your Instagram handle and I will follow you, because I am trying to get as much inspiration I can on how I want to build this going forward. So again, leave that Instagram comment in the bottom so I can follow you to get the inspiration. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.